Tuesday, 9 a.m. Now, sitting in Wild Bill's Cafe on the outskirts of Las Vegas, I saw it all very clearly. There is only one road to LA, U.S. Interstate 15, a straight run with no back roads or alternate routes, just a flat-out high-speed burn through Baker and Barstow and Purdue, and then onto the Hollywood freeway straight into frantic oblivion. Safety, obscurity, just another freak in the freak kingdom. But in the meantime, for the next 5 or 6 hours, I'll be the most conspicuous thing on this goddamn evil road. The only fire apple red shark convertible between Butte and Tijuana, blazing along this desert highway with a half-naked hillbilly mental case at the wheel. Is it better to wear my purple and green Acapulco shirt or nothing at all? No way to hide in this monster. This will not be a happy run. Not even the sun god wants to watch. He has gone behind a cloud for the first time in 3 days. No sun at all. The sky is gray and ugly. Just as I pulled into Wild Bill's back street half-hidden parking lot, I heard a roar overhead and looking up to see a big silver smoke-trailing DC-8 taking off about 2,000 feet above the highway. Was Lacerda aboard? The man from Life? Did they have all the photos they needed? All the facts? Had they fulfilled their responsibilities? I didn't even know who'd won the race. Maybe nobody. For all I knew, the whole spectacle had been aborted by a terrible riot, an orgy of senseless violence, kicked off by drunken hoodlums who refused to abide by the rules. I wanted to plug this gap in my knowledge at the earliest opportunity, pick up the LA Times and scour the sports section for a Mint 400 story, get the details, cover myself. Even on the run, in the grip of a serious fear, I knew it was Lacerda in that plane, heading back to New York. He told me last night that he meant to catch the first flight. So there he goes. And here I am, with no attorney, slumped on a red plastic stool in Wild Bill's Tavern, nervously sipping a Budweiser in a bar, just coming awake to an early morning rush of pimps and pinball hustlers, with a huge red shark just outside the door, so full of felonies that I'm afraid to even look at it. But I can't abandon the fucker. The only hope is to somehow get it across 300 miles of open road between here and Sanctuary. But sweet Jesus, I'm tired. I'm scared. I'm crazy. This culture has beaten me down. What the fuck am I doing out here? This is not even the story I was supposed to be working on. My agent warned me against it. All signs were negative, especially that evil dwarf at the pink telephone in the Polo Lounge. I should have stayed there. Anything but this. Mama, can this really be the end? No. Who played that song? Did I actually hear that fucking thing on the jukebox just now at 9:19 on this filthy gray morning in Wild Bill's Tavern? No, that was only in my brain, some long-lost echo of a painful dawn in Toronto, a long time ago, half mad in another world, but no different. Help! How many more nights and weird mornings can this terrible shit go on? How long can the body and the brain tolerate this doom-struck craziness, this grinding of teeth, this pouring of sweat, this pounding of blood in the temples, small blue veins gone amok in front of the ears, 60 and 70 hours with no sleep? And now that is the jukebox. Yes, no doubt about it. And why not? A very popular song, like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. Boom, flashing paranoia. What kind of rat bastard psychotic would play that song right now, at this moment? Has somebody followed me here? Does the bartendress know who I am? Can she see me behind these mirrors? All the bartenders are treacherous, but this one is a surly middle-aged fat woman wearing a muumuu and iron boy overalls. Probably Wild Bill's woman. Jesus. Bad waves of paranoia, madness, fear and loathing, intolerable vibrations in this place. Get out, flee, and suddenly it occurs to me, some final flash of lunatic shrewdness before the darkness closes in, that my legal hotel checkout time is not until noon, which gives me at least 2 hours of legitimate high-speed driving to get out of this goddamn state before I become a fugitive in the eyes of the law. Wonderful luck. By the time the alarm goes off, I can be running full bore somewhere between Needles and Death Valley, jamming the accelerator through the floorboard and shaking my fist at Ephraim Zimbalis Jr., swooping down on me in his FBI screaming Eagle helicopter. You can run, but you can't hide. Fuck you, Ephraim. That wisdom cuts both ways. As far as you and the Mint people know, I am still up there in 1850, legally and spiritually, if not in the actual flesh, with a do not disturb sign hung out to ward off disturbance. The maids won't come near that room as long as that sign is on the doorknob. My attorney saw to that, along with 600 bars of Neutrogena soap that I still have to deliver to Malibu. What will the FBI make of that? This great red shark full of Neutrogena soap bars, all completely legal. The maids gave us this soap. They'll swear to it. Or will they? Of course not. Those goddamn treacherous maids will swear they were menaced by two heavily armed crazies who threatened them with a Vincent Black Shadow unless they gave up all their soap. Jesus creeping God, is there a priest in this tavern? I want to confess. I'm a fucking sinner. Venal, mortal, cardinal, major, minor, however you want to call it, Lord. I'm guilty. But do me this one last favor. Just give me 5 more high-speed hours before you bring the hammer down. Just let me get rid of this goddamn car and off this horrible desert. Which is not really a hell of a lot to ask, Lord, because the final incredible truth is that I am not guilty. All I did was take your gibberish seriously, and see where it got me. My primitive Christian instincts have made me a criminal, creeping through the casino at 6 in the morning with a suitcase full of grapefruit and mint 400 t-shirts. Remember telling myself over and over again, you are not guilty. This is merely a necessary expedient to avoid a nasty scene. After all, I made no binding agreements. This is an institutional debt, nothing personal. This whole goddamn nightmare is the fault of that stinking, irresponsible magazine. Some fool in New York did this to me. It was his idea, Lord, not mine. And now look at me, half crazy with fear, driving 120 miles an hour across Death Valley in some car I never even wanted. You evil bastard, this is your work. You'd better take care of me, Lord, because if you don't, you're going to have me on your hands.